Welcome to my instructional guitar DVD. My name is Adam Roach and I'll be teaching you the basics of the guitar and get you jamming along to the band in no time. It is very important to get the right technique of holding the guitar and how to play the guitar. So first of all, you want to make sure that you're sitting in a comfortable position. You want the guitar to be upright, you don't want to be slouching. This is really bad for the wrists. You want the head of the guitar slightly up from the rest of the guitar, probably just under shoulder level, or about shoulder level, as long as it's not too far down. And then with your strumming hand, which is one that holds the pick, you want it sitting comfortably on top of the guitar, and then just strum or pick over the sound hole. So, for those with an electric guitar, you just want to strum around about where the pickups are. Now, with holding the pick, there are a few different ways. You can hold it like this, which was with your thumb on the back and the two fingers on there. Or you can hold it with one. We can hold it with the middle finger, or some people hold it with the thumb and the index finger bent across the pick. I actually prefer to hold it with two fingers. But again, there's no right or wrong, you can hold it as long as you're playing the strings right. That's the main thing. Now here's a little bit about the guitar. So here we have the body, the sound hole, where the sound comes out of. This is the bridge. This is the part where the strings usually go in. Next we have the neck. This is the neck of the guitar. And the lines here, they're called the frets. Then we have the head and the tuning pegs. So, to play a note on the guitar, we press down on the fret with the top of our fingers. Okay, so if we're playing the 5th fret on the 1st string, now also make sure the strings, you get it right. So, the thinnest string is the 1st string. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the names of the strings, E, B, G, D, A and E. So we're going to play the 5th fret on the 1st string. So you notice my finger is just in between here. It's not on the line, it's in between. And now I'm going to pick with my strumming hand, or the picking hand. And there's a note. Or otherwise you can play open, which is no fingers. Just. Now if you do get a sound like this type of thing, it could be two different things. Maybe you're not pressing hard enough, or you could be pressing on the fret. So just really make sure that you're pressing in between the frets. And you don't have to press too hard with the pick. Most of the work's coming here with your your fretting hand. Now a lot of guitars have the dots. They tell you what fret you're playing. So this guitar has one on the 3rd fret, the 5th, 7th, 9th and 12th. This DVD is divided up into 3 different parts: the lessons, the guitar tracks, and the backing tracks. The lessons are designed to show you exactly how to play the different exercises and songs on the DVD. The guitar tracks are all the exercises and the songs played along to the band, so the drums, bass and rhythm guitar, and sometimes lead guitar. along with my fellow helpers. The backing tracks are the same as the guitar tracks, but without the main guitar part, so that way you can play along to the band. With the guitar tracks, you find that the song will go on for about a minute or a minute and a half. The reason I do this is to get you used to playing the song over and over, to really work on the timing. A lot of times I get students, they come along and they might do a song and they might just play it once, like for example, Wild Thing. And that's it. They say, okay, I've practiced, finished. But you really need to get used to playing it over and over. So it's... and again. Because if you listen to a song on the radio, it doesn't go for 5 seconds. Usually 3 to 4 minutes, the average song. So that's why with the guitar tracks, it gets you used to playing the song over and over, and also in time with the band, which is really helpful for later on if you want to go out and play with other people like drummers, bass players. This really gets you used to jamming with the band and putting yourself in that situation of playing with others. So good luck with it. With the backing tracks, you'll also find that at the start of the track, you'll hear the start of the main guitar. They might do just the first riff, like. And then that guitar will stop. You'll still see the picture of the guitar playing, but you won't hear the sound of it. This is where you come in and jam along to the band. The best way to use this DVD is go through the lessons and learn the songs, or you might do one song at a time, then play along to the guitar track. Once you're comfortable doing that, then try playing along to the backing track and jam along to the band. Remember, practice makes perfect. So try and set aside 10 minutes to 15 minutes a day where you can just sit down and practice guitar. More practice, the better. Now it's also very important to learn how to read the chord charts. You'll notice a little box. It's got the 6 strings, which is basically the 6 strings going this way. Then you've got the frets, so the lines are going across. And the numbers with the little dots on it, they're what fingers you use. So the first one, E minor. So when you use the second finger, you can see it's on the 2nd fret. And then the 3rd finger is under it on the 2nd fret on the 4th string. Then we're going to bring it up and play all the strings. And that's the E minor chord. Now when playing chords, make sure your other fingers are not touching the other strings. If you do get this type of sound, it could mean that you're not pressing hard enough, or the flesh of your finger might be touching the other string. You might get that type of sound. So all you have to do is make sure you bend the finger up and you're releasing the tips of your fingers. So that way it's not touching the other strings. This takes a little while to get used to because you need to try and get your fingers hardened up the top. So that way the flesh doesn't touch the other strings. If you do have long nails, it's really hard to play guitar because the nail is actually touching the fretboard before the skin is.